Welcome to our data science application session. Today we are going to discuss on the big data applications in the web, which is leading to mass digital transformation, and candidates who are going through this course will gain explicit knowledge on how it works in enterprises. Significance of this course: it is used as a tool for business and market research and to assess and improve the effectiveness of a website that caters into big data domain. Helps companies into big data to measure the results of traditional print or broadcast advertising campaigns. Helps gauge traffic and popularity trends, which is useful for market research. Provides information about the number of visitors to a website and number of page views for companies into big data. So what are the 4 V's that characterizes big data? That is, what are the 4 value additions? These are the volume, that is cost efficiently processing the growth. We can see how it has increased from 2010 and going towards 2020. Then it also responds to the increasing velocity, 30 billion RFID sensor and they're counting. So the velocity we can understand. Next is that collectively it analyzes the bonding variety. 80% of world data is unstructured, so it has growing like anything. Next is that establishing the velocity of the big data sources. 1 in 3 business leaders don't trust the information they use to make decision. Hence big data is going to play a pivotal role in the coming times. So what are the 5 key big data use cases? One is that find, visualize, understand all big data to improve decision making. Second, enhance 360-degree view of the customer. Extend existing customer views by incorporating additional internal and external information sources. Third is the security and intelligence extension. Lower risk, detect fraud and monitor real-time cyber security. Fourth is that operations and analysis. It analyzes a variety of machine data for improved business results. Data warehouse augmentation. Integrate big data and data warehouse capabilities to increase operational efficiency. Next, let's understand what is data science and what is the implication of data scientist. So it depends on the programmers and how the programmers take it from the transactional level to the data quality, and then it goes through descriptive statistics phase, which comes under the job of the business analyst profile. This descriptive actually identify the factors and causes, and next it goes to the multivariate statistics. This starts with the business intelligence, where it becomes a business value. This part is usually taken care of statisticians and the business analyst. So from diagnostics level, it next goes to the forecasting and probabilities. This is actually under the predictive modeling, which is used to give the business acumen, and it comes under the business analyst. And usually the data scientists who are at a mature stage are able to go with the predictions. So at this stage, we have started from the programmer where understanding the pattern is there. Business analyst will look into the data visualization and with the help of the statistician, and then simulation and operation comes at the predictive stage. The final stage comes when there is a semantic understanding the social context and meaning. Big data here: text analytics, network analytics, geospatial analytics, social media analytics, sentiment analysis, images, all are done, and these are very strategic and programmer are involved into it. So this is the basic overview how big data has grown and how the data gives insight to the business. So overall analytic objectives are clustering. Then next is that pattern association. This is the sequence mining. We do a classification. Then we detect the anomaly also, and we use the regression to find the cause effect analysis. So overview of basic Web3 analytics. are first is the descriptive analytics, second is the content analytics, third network analytics, fourth space time analytics. So first is the tweet statistics, user statistics, URL hashtag analytics, mention replies word cloud, reputation research metric, polarity analysis, emotion analysis, topic modeling, hashtag diversity, URL diversity, lexical diversity. Network analytics, reciprocity, it is a multiplexity, here homophily and propinquity is done, layout, density, strength, ties are checked, diameter, bridge, distance are used, centrality and cohesion are checked, cluster and click detection are done. After that it comes as space-time analytics, time trend analysis, time series comparison, geospatial analysis, geolocation analysis, topic evaluation. So big data analytics, strategies and technologies and policies we'll discuss now. As the data volumes are exploding, what happens in an internet in a minute? We can check every 2 days now. We create as much information as we did from the dawn of civilization up until 2003. This is what Eric says from Google. So we can see how the data is constantly increasing, and we have at one time email, how many, 1300 new mobile users were there at the time. Then it comes the mobile, and when it started increasing to 47,000 app downloads we have seen, then it went to the Pandora, hours of music is 61,000. After that LinkedIn, 100 plus new LinkedIn accounts are created, and next is the, we have seen, without which people hardly lives, are the Twitter, Facebook, Google and YouTube, where volumes of 30 hours of video uploaded, 1.3 million video views are there, it's in millions, and then now data is going into billion level. So this is the big data, where implications, what are the implications? We can see that the Facebook uses Hadoop cluster, contain over hundreds of petabyte of data. Netflix streams over 1 billion hours of video monthly. Amazon owns the 3 largest Linux database, 2.47 terabyte. Data center to end user traffic will see 561 EB in 2013. Then 72 hours of video are uploaded YouTube every minute. Amazon cloud 105 lakh transactions per second. eBay process over 1 million transactions daily. And in Facebook 3 million images uploaded daily into the Facebook. Next is that tweets per day on Twitter. We can see how many it's going, and it will start again go reach to the billions very soon. So PayPal processes over $315 million in payment per day. So these are the implication of the data. How the big data flows, how many copies, blog posts, how many copies of your data is someone like asking how many legs to a center of a Tootsai pop. Often at minute 144 copies backup then has to be taken, internal transfer, other operation system, operation data source, data warehouse, data mart, testing system, training system and their backups. External transfer, it involves information sharing partner and then entire ecosystem from warehouse to backup and then information sharing partner. Sometimes 10,000 of the copies has to be made. This is the way how big data flows. What is the challenge? The big data explosion, we can see it is at the transactional or ERP level, where accounting, shipments, manufacturing, order processing goes on. Then it comes at the analytical level, where CRM and segmentation are done. Then obviously after that EDI, web and outside data sources are used, and then comes the web logs, the syndicate data, panel data, wholesaler, distributor. So all this comes, and this goes to a level of the big data, where we find blogs, SMS, MMS, social media, mobile tracking, audio, video, textual content. So all this comes into the big data, how it is exploding. So this graphically we have represented for your understanding. Next, is that organizations are getting more dumber because computing power growth, when it is plotted against time, we see available observation space. This is the enterprise, how it is amnesia forgetting it, then the sense making algorithm to get rid of this, otherwise it will get more dumber and dumber. Next, we understand what's and who's are involved in big data. So what is collecting all this data? Web browsers, that is Microsoft Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, Apple Safari. What are the search engines? Google search engine, everyone is using, Microsoft's Bing, and Yahoo's Yahoo. So these are the ask.com are the popular search engine. So this is the data getting collected. Now what is collecting all this data? Smartphones app, Apple iPhone, Samsung, HTC, Nokia, Android OS, RIM, BlackBerry's operation system, tablet and computers are also like Apple's iPad, Samsung Galaxy, Amazon's Kindle Fire. So these are collecting the data. Now what is collecting all this data? Game boxes, GPS system, and who are the internet service provider? We can see Comcast is there, Cox Communication, Charter, Xfinity, Comcast. So they provide the internet support. What is collecting all this data is HD TVs and Blu-ray players with built-in internet connectivity. They give movie rental sites like Netflix, Redbox, Amazon. So hospitals and other medical systems are also there. So pharmacies, laboratories, imaging center, emergency medical services, hospital information system, doc in a box, electronic medical records, blood banks, birth and death. Next is the banking phone system. These consist of the branches, ATM, call center, and relationship manager. In this way, these are getting collected. We know Verizon, Sprint, T-Mobile, AT&T are there. Next is that a real pain in the apps are best iPhone apps, best Android apps. What are they collecting? What products interest you? Flipkart, Amazon, etc. Movie preference, Book My Show. Book preferences, food preferences come, Food Panda. Weather in 3 days. Side effects of medication, Made Watcher. 3-star hotels in New Orleans. Which PC should I buy? Where? So price check. Then government agencies like Department of Treasury, Internal Revenue Services, Central Intelligence Agency, big pharmaceutical companies like Pfizer, Bayer, Roche, Merck, AstraZeneca, GSK. They are the big hubs in the pharmaceutical collecting the data. Then consumer product companies, Procter and Gamble, Kraft is there, big box stores are there. These are the Costco, Staples, and Sam's Club, Walmart. So credit card companies are also into it. They are like American Express, Visa, Discover, MasterCard. What data they are collecting? Airline ticket, restaurant check, grocery bill, and also hotel bill. So what is the target marketing? Target marketing is to send you catalogs for exactly the merchandise you typically purchase, to suggest offerings that precisely match your preference history, to push the information channels to your set instead of your pulling them in, to send advertisement on those channels just for you. Next is that targeted information, to know what you need before you even know you need it based on the past purchase habits, to notify you of your expiring driver's license or credit card or last refill on a RX, etc., to give you turn by turn directions to a shelter in case of emergency. So what are the 4 things that we have checked? It comes again and again that 4V has to be taken care of. So typical big data solutions are the analytic applications, big data platform which leads to the visualization, application development, system management, and obviously in analytic platform we have also just before brushed up BI reporting, exploration, visualization will be there, functional level, industrial level, predictive level, and content level is there. Next is the accelerators in big data, Hadoop system, stream computing, data warehouse. This forms the information integration and gives a good governance. Thus, to unlock big data, simplify your warehouse, pre-process raw data, analyze streaming data. So, very important section comes the big data ecosystem. It consists of the operation level where ERP database, operation database, CRM database, specialized, NoSQL, flat files are there. Then data acquisition takes place. It goes to the data warehouse level where structured data staging is done, in memory, analytics, so specialized NoSQL, sandbox. Then comes the semantic layer, H catalog. Then the structured access is given by the Hive, and as unstructured data finally goes to Hadoop HDFS, MapReduce extracts. After that data gets distributed, it gets into reports, ad hoc queries, dashboard, analytical model, data exploration, downstream application, user centric. Overview to Hadoop. Hadoop is open source software that enables reliable, scalable, distributed computing on clusters of inexpensive servers. It is reliable because the software is fault tolerant. It expects and handles hardware and software failure. Scalable, designed for massive scale of processors, memory, and local attached storage. Distributed, it handles replication, offers massively parallel programming model using MapReduce. So what are the non-relational database? This is fine-grained data handling. It comprises of Hive, data warehouse that provides SQL interface. Data structure is projected ad hoc onto unstructured underlying data. Then is the Hive base or Hadoop base, column-oriented, schemaless, distributed database model, and Google's big table, random real-time read and write. After this comes the scripting. It is done in Pig, platform for manipulating and analyzing large datasets, scripting language for analysts, and obviously machine learning is done by Mahout, machine learning libraries for recommendation, clustering, classification, and item set. So Hadoop common are the HDFS distributes and replicates data across machines. MapReduce distributes and monitors tasks and restarts failed work. So overview to Hadoop. Hadoop distributed file system, HDFS, is a Java-based file system that provides scalable and reliable data storage and designed to span large clusters of commodity servers, replicates data across hosts. Then HBase, column-oriented, non-relational, schema-less distributed database written in Java, runs on top of HDFS, provides a way of storing and accessing large quantity of sparse data, enables massive data compression. Hive, data warehouse system that provides SQL interface on the top of Hadoop for providing data summarization and view-based query. Data structure can be projected ad hoc onto unstructured underlying data. Pig Latin, a high-level platform for manipulating and analyzing large dataset using MapReduce. High-level language for analysts to use user-defined function in Java, Python, JavaScript, etc. MapReduce is programming model for processing huge datasets using parallel distributed algorithms. A MapReduce program is composed of a map method that performs filtering and sorting and a reduce method that performs a summary operation. Big data technologies is leading to the acquisition, marshalling, analysis, and action. We find data acquisition company, IBM, SAP, SAS, Oracle, Microsoft. Then there are data providers. These are the we find Reuters, Open Data, and LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and all your own data and your partner data. In marshalling phase, they are the players where Teradata, Microsoft are playing into it. and obviously we can see how it goes to the analysis phase and then action phase by the major players, and finally it leads to the data governance of each aspect by these companies. Then next is that let's study the case of the LinkedIn big data explosion. What the current obsession with the big data? The goal of modern data infrastructure is to make many small computers act like one big one. How it has changed the old picture web server database, the new picture it goes to web from social graph, recommendation, storage, data streams, new feed, search, and then it comes data streams to Hadoop. So search, we can see how the search goes on. Then we can find the in the back that in search logistic regression, all companies who are doing it refined by, and then relationship, all LinkedIn member, location, all location. Thus we can easily search in LinkedIn that who are into this kind of software engineer or into that data science easily, who are the players. Then you can find the send message and reference sections. Number of results comes in a minute from the big data it extracts. Next, from search it goes to the recommendations, people, yes, for who has recommended, what is the connect, whether it is not, viewers of this profile also viewed, who has viewed. So all this comes in a second. This gives the recommendation about the people. Next, recommendation of jobs can be done in LinkedIn, that when all companies anytime we have put it all location, what are the jobs, immediately the LinkedIn will provide that are there. Next is the recommendation newsfeed, top headlines on LinkedIn, all these things comes into it. Next is the data normalization. Apache Hadoop is a Java software framework that supports data intensive distributed application under a free license. It enables application to work with thousands of nodes, and then Hadoop was inspired by Google's MapReduce and Google file system papers. Hadoop is a top level Apache project being built and used by a community. So here you can search the Hadoop professionals. Again, the related companies we can also search: Apache, Cloudera, Yahoo, LinkedIn, eBay. This comes, and thus we do from data normalization. Then we step into analytics. So at analytics, we find the profile stats, how many are there in LinkedIn, to Hadoop, how many percentage are there, data mining, and in this way last week also recruiting and relating to the analytics it does and gives the profile stat. So this leads to a development of an infrastructure, that is search. Then it comes the social graph, then storage, Oracle part, then stream, data bus, Kafka, and offline is Hadoop and his friends like P, Hive, etc. Typical big data solution providers: big data analytics developer environment. From developer it goes to analytics products, data analyst, then it goes to the end user apps and BI visualization tools. After that, big data, we can see that Hadoop, MapReduce, HDFS, ETL and data integration products, workflow products. NoSQL is Hadoop based again, and system tools. Operation data involves NoSQL, and then it comes to RDMS and data warehouse. So we can see velocity, volume, variety, new analytic platform using Hadoop, where it also big data involves unstructured data and also structured data. Thank you for this session. However, you must look into the big data working problem session, that is also will has been there using Spark, where problem solution has also been done. For any queries, please feel to contact us for clarification.